I didn't see my friend for a long time. I was really sad because I lost them. They didn't come to see me. I feel like nobody loved me.
So June lived from the age of 13 with the nuns for about 40 years. June lived then in a hostel system until she was 63. In total, June lived in institutional settings for about 50 years of her life.
As she grew up, she became a worker and worked in one of the laundries, or in fact 2 of the laundries that were run by the nuns. And that was pretty hard work.
We used to do the floors.
Yeah, the floors and what other sorts of things?
And I used to do the mangles
The mangles. Whereabouts was that?
at Richardson.
At the laundry, was it?
Yes.
In fact, that's how I met you, because we met back in 1985,
Yeah.
and that was how I met you, because you were working at the laundry then. I was working with an advocacy organisation at that stage, and we were quite concerned about the rights of the people who were working there. When the support wasn't going to be there anymore for June from the church, she then moved out to live with somebody, but then from there she got lost, then moved into the hostel system.
Yeah.
So a lot of people didn't know where June was for many, many years.
They put me into Whitehaven. I used to get punished and all, my word I did.
Some awful things were happening in the hostel system that Sufi became very aware of. Sufi, which was
Yeah.
an advocacy organisation. Sufi became involved because they were very aware that there were quite a number of people in the hostel systems who were very vulnerable.
It had to be planned properly about how June moved to her own home, and that took time and planning. And the people around her that had a vision for that, and I guess there was pressure at that time to move June into other institutional environments, but that vision never swayed. I guess we had that vision, and the people around June had that vision to ensure that she didn't endure institutions any longer.
Like this door. I'm going up to see Uncle Roy. Hello, Uncle Roy.
Hi, Jenny.
Hello.
How are you, sweetie?
All right, thank you.
I seen Junie in 1968 when I went to Brisbane. Now, I didn't see her again until we found out until 2014. We're sort of relieved and very happy about it.
Yes,
I
you are.
eventually found out where Junie was.
Want me to put this in the middle of the table?
Tomato. Great, thank you.
There.
That's wonderful, isn't it?
Let's put your tap on. Spare room. You right?
On Monday, next Monday's Anzac Day.
Yes.
I've got to have them on me.
Yes.
Thanks a lot.
Lee, what about you? About the same.
That one there.
Junie never ever went to school. She wasn't able to. And they didn't have schools them days. But how she recovered, and since then when I've learnt what she went through, she's a marvel. Yeah.
It's really sad. Goodbye, Uncle Roy.
Bye-bye, Junie. And it's been so lovely to see you again.
Thank you very
Yeah.
much for letting me come.
Yeah.
Yes, it's lovely to see my uncle again.
A private company was set up. And what Greg tried to do was to get some really good people on that company so that the values about what would happen in June's life and the thinking and the planning could actually go ahead so that life could start to become better.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm all right, thank you.
Good.
It was very hard for June because she'd lost all trust with the world. When June first moved into her home here, that was a time that wasn't easy either because there were lots of different changes to staff. The company made sure though that people were doing the right thing by June. And this was the beginning of June actually starting to feel that there were people in her life who were more interested in her and who weren't going to do the wrong thing by her. But there was a very significant thing that happened, and that was when June met Michael Kendrick. And he was talking about love and about, he didn't use that word, but he was talking about you needed to have a good service in your life, but you also needed people who were going to be there, who would stay in your life and who would look out for you. And I remember a couple of weeks later, you and I were doing a planning session, and you told me that you understood what Michael was talking about, and you said to me, I don't have anybody in my life who loves me.
Yes, I did.
Do you remember that?
I didn't have any love.
June had lost any connection with people who loved her.
Hello,
Jesse.
Stella and Jessie. How are you?
All right.
You having a nice I met Stella at Whitehaven,
Drive.
and she's got no family. So I'm kind to her. Yeah. Oh, that's better. That's better? Yeah. I'm always friends with Stella. Is that the time we met Stella?
Yeah,
And can you remember where we met? Whitehaven?
I was there first and June come after me. That's
Yes,
right,
I
June?
did.
This one. We have to
I give for law for the food is for the food. Is that all?
and for my friends. And good friends.
And I mean.
Amen.
I sort of, I like to look out for her and make sure that she's okay, you know.
Raise our glasses to June, and here's cheers to June.
Yes, they are.
Chink chink.
They are.
You didn't get it.
They are.
Good again.
They are, Stella. I always get when my visitors come. I always had the house nice and clean. Yes, I'm looking forward for the concert.
Do you know what it is today?
It's going to be, it's rock and roll today.
Roll today, the Rolling Stones.
There's Rolling Stones. I love music. I listen to Elvis and everything else. Music makes me feel happy because I listen to music a lot. I do. I go to the concert, I go to bingo, I go swimming, I do the washing and wiping up, and I help do the floor. I pick out the clothes. Yeah. I've been to Canada. Canada was my favourite place because it was. So I did not want to come back.
One of the things that June's story has shown is that it's never too late, and it's never too late to think about the sorts of things that are going to make a good life and to start on working on those, even when it appears to be too hard.
Now everything's shut now. My life is much better than it was.